Greetings, brothers and sisters. So kind of weird thing happened. I don't know what it is. Just a little update from my video. Wow, things are going south quick. More Alec Hilaria meltdowns. Bob Saget last rap video, and some cannibal stuff and some other some Kim Kardashian, Kanye sprinkled in there. And so that was my video from yesterday, mostly a comedy video. And the person who sent me this, this sort of rant by Hilaria, was noticing today, the next day, that there was something weird that happened, right? So let's get to it here.
Than here because it feels meaningful, like connecting directly with you. The rest of the time, like, I just don't know. I'm not somebody. I Google my name. Please, last thing I would ever want to do.
Last thing she would ever want to do is Google her own name. And then, eat elephant feces. That's number 2. But the first thing is, okay, so I said eat elephant feces, and I'll explain how I settled on elephant in a moment. But what's weird about it, the person who sent me the video sent me this morning, elephant butts, right? And that I said elephant feces is weird because I was thinking about, all right, she's a small person. Let's go with something big. Like I knew it was going to be feces. The feces was the main part of the joke. I just had to settle on an animal, right? And so elephant popped into my mind, whatever reason, because it was big, and so I went with that, right? I mean, I had some sort of Terminator, like various, animals, like I picked from a multiple choice list, and elephant was the one I went with. But then she shows her kids at their high chairs, and she writes animal butts. You can see this is from her Instagram page. See, I gotta see where it is here. There it is. And it said elephant butts. And so this was posted 18 hours ago, right? And I, when I thought of elephant feces as around, I don't know. I didn't think it was something that I would revisit. But I thought of elephant feces, it was about 30 hours ago, right? This is my job. I get compensated for making elephant feces jokes. And so before I posted the video, because I posted the video, I think about 20 hours ago. I'm not sure, maybe 24 hours ago. I published the video around 24 hours ago. It was sometime, between, I think, 4 and 7 o'clock at night. And she had already posted elephant butts, but I had come up with elephant feces before that. So whatever that is. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's, it's something, right? It's not nothing. And then there's this. Earlier from that segment, I pointed out her massive wedding ring. She did this in her Instagram stories, which, whatever. Just, now watch her use her wedding ring here. She's got this, like, monster rock here where, when you get any kind of a jewelry or anything you wear, and it's going to hinder things. It's going to bang into stuff. You put your hand in your pocket, it's going to catch on to something, whatever it might be, right? It's a hassle. Like, people are obsessed with these things, but really it doesn't do anything, right? And maybe it makes other people jealous. I mean, mostly it's negative, diamonds specifically. But, like, she uses this, she always displays her rock. Like, this is, it's like a big FU to all the losers out there that can't afford, like, groceries. They're watching Hilaria.
I'm going to tell you something about being famous, and maybe you have no interest because you're like, I'm so glad that I'm not you because it sounds awful to lose a lot of your privacy.
Okay, let's go back to that right there. Here it is. See? So she does this all the time. One of my viewers pointed out in a video a long time ago, and I've noticed it over and over again. Like, I didn't notice it on my own, but once it was brought to my attention, she uses this as a prop. And she has hand movements always with this hand. And this is her left hand. I don't know if she's left-handed, but she, she's always waving this monster rock around. And so another one of my viewers sent me this later. Like I was going to cover the elephant feces. That was a standalone video. But then me and my wife went on a walk and I came back and then someone else had sent me this. Alec Baldwin upgrades wife Hilaria's diamond engagement ring from a 4-carat rock to a 10-carat wonder worth up to $1.2 million. And so it's from $800,000 to $1.2 million. So this is May of 2019. And so there's this massive ring. This is her old ring, which is, quite substantial. I don't know what that ring was worth. But then, we see her new wedding ring where she is constantly using it as a prop, showing everybody, especially I think the other women who are watching the videos about so here's I think that's the original ring there. But she just flaunts it, right? And it's worth, at least $800,000. And you think about this. Remember that Kim Kardashian, I don't know, Kanye was going through some financial troubles. I don't know what happened with that. But remember he was saying that he was like $50 million in debt. I mean, now he's worth like $3 trillion. So I don't know what happened there. But Kim Kardashian was in Paris or France, somewhere in France, with her family. And they had $10 million worth of jewelry. And some thieves broke into their house and robbed them at gunpoint and then rode away on bicycles, which was caught by street cameras, right? He's like, and they stole $10 million worth of, jewelry. It seemed kind of fishy. But if you're wearing $1 million ring, like every time you go out, you're putting yourself and family at danger, right? Like, why would you do that? I mean, that's, 3 expensive houses you're wearing on your finger. And, like, how can you consider yourself a moral person? I mean, it's just the weight of the thing, right? I commented on, just the weight of it. Like, I don't mind, if you have to wear a wedding ring, sure, get a nice one, right? Whatever it is. But it doesn't have to be something like that gaudy. And she's clearly proud of it because she's always showing it off, right? I mean, it's, another reason why people don't like her. She's got, like, a fortune on her ring, right? I mean, on her finger. Like she's got, 3... $300,000 houses on her four $300,000 houses on her finger, right? And so that's Hilaria. And then she's trying to pretend she's a nice person. Like a nice person, doesn't wear. I mean, what do you get out of wearing something like that? I understand, you want to look great, nice clothes, sure. But when you get into where you're paying for something like that, in the millions of dollars for an accessory that doesn't do anything for you, and there are people like starving and things. I mean, it's just, that's Hilaria. But anyways, just a few things, follow-up things to the last video. Only spirituality will save this world, Hilaria. It's Paul Romano, definitely reporting from the Apocalypse and the Ascension. Everyone have a blessed day and be grateful.